Namaste, hello, and welcome Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Rising signs. So, this is your free July 2019 reading with me. A couple things. If there's static, I apologize. Some people say that if you adjust the volume, it helps. I've noticed that with my playbacks when I listen to my videos. Can really help with that. I apologize, like I said. It's the weirdest thing. It seems to come and go, and I can't figure out what's causing it or like how to fix it. So at some point, hopefully I'll get an upgrade of equipment or figure out the situation and it won't happen anymore. But for now, yeah, you can probably just adjust your volume. And so, if you're sticking around, I'm going back to the week by week for this reading, and I'm going to do some theme cards as well. So we're going to do an approximate week by week for July, 4 weeks, and some theme cards. The theme cards I'm using are the Secret Language of Color cards, the Amy Brown Fairy Wisdom deck, and the Zodiac Oracle. And for the week by week, I'm using the Earth Magic deck, the Mermaid's Oracle, and the Animal Wisdom Tarot. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Rising signs, July 2019. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant Rising signs, July 2019. Mermaids are what's left. Bring my chair forward a little bit. There we go. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant Rising for July 2019. Okay, so first up we're going to take a brief look at the theme cards, and then I'm going to go into each of the weeks, and I'm going to go back into each of the weeks and read out of the booklet for the Animal Wisdom cards just a little bit, and then I'll finish by looking back into your theme cards and tying them together after looking at the week by weeks and reading out of the booklet for the Amy Brown Fairy Wisdom card. So let's see what you have. Okay, you have the elements of Earth, and you have the 11th house, Aquarius, showing up reversed. You have When Fairies Go Bad, and you have Mauve, Enjoy Clear Hearing. So I think what's going on here is you're kicking out some debris and old junk from your mental body, with your thinking, and maybe patterns of thinking. You're making some sort of shift, grounding yourself a little bit, and you're hearing messages from spirit. Okay, messages from Earth. There's some change going on, as we'll see when we go into the fairy card. The Aquarius, the 11th house, showing up reversed. That would indicate Aquarius is the, I'm looking for a metaphor, but it's sort of the and the 11th house govern like the black sheep. You know, it's the exception to the rule. And so when it shows up reverse, I think, well, is that really showing up direct or reverse? So Aquarius is about like eccentricity or uniqueness. It's about like our what's different about us. It's also about how we relate to other people and humanitarianism, and it's the unexpected. So showing up reversed like that, if it was any other card, and so maybe for this card as well, we'll say that it would indicate a blockage or an imbalance having to do with your 11th house, or having to do with things that fall under the sign of Aquarius. Your individuality, or the way that the things you have in common with people as well. It's how you connect to people, or humanitarian projects, humanitarianism, spontaneity could be for you. Okay. Then you also have that earth card here, the earth element, though this is really beautiful. This can be beautiful for finances, about resources, feeling secure, nurtured, safe, grounded, connected with your body, for your health. Alright, let's look at the week by week. So for the first week, you have Eagle, Communion, Earth magic. It's communicating with nature, communicating with spirit, communicating with your highest self, source, God, creator, your angels, whatever your belief system is. Then you have Magpie, 7 of Feathers. And you have Receptivity from the Mermaid deck. Allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. So you're being asked to open yourself to communicating with spirit. Okay, so receiving messages, information, love, nourishment from earth, from spirit, from source, etc., etc. And also to give, to talk, to communicate, to write, journal, whatever, pray, whatever resonates for you. And I think that's like the initial thing, and then it may start, be with people as well in a new way, in a more solid way, in a more clear way, or a higher, of a higher vibration. There's a sense of evolution here with that. And then the Magpie card we will get into in more depth in a little bit. But this is about, things aren't always what they seem. There's sometimes trickery involved when this card comes up, or cleverness. So let's look at week 2. You have Green Man, Synergy. Then you have Falcon, Seeker of Feathers. Can't tell if there's a glare or not. You have Homeland, Arrival, A Journey Ends, Establishment, Building, Settled. So it looks like you're in good flow in the second week, most of you. Something could be, there could be an ending to something, a beginning to something. So it could be many different things, like a court case getting settled, or leaving a temporary, like, out of town job or project and coming home, so arriving home. Something's established. And then you have the Seeker of Feathers. I think this is the Page or the Knight. I think this is the Knight of Swords in traditional decks, but we'll find out in a little bit when we open up to that. This could also be referring to an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. It could be, you communicating in a fierce way, or like a go-getter sort of way, like landing a deal, something of that nature as well. And then the third week, you have ancestors, generations. You have Salamander, the Two of Branches, or the Two of Wands in traditional tarot. From the Mermaids, you have the Return of Aphrodite, Temple, Birth of the Goddess, Guidance, Goddess Energy, Treating as Sacred. There's a beautiful, loving, passionate energy that's kept in check associated with these cards. Like there's a vibe there of that, and it's kept in check by balancing it with goddess energy, with reflection, with serenity, with peacefulness, gentleness, okay, patience, I think I said, but so forth. So something new, which we also saw coming up here in the second week, continues as something new, fresh. And then this ancestors card generation thing coming up is really interesting too. For some of you, I feel like maybe you're returning home to family, or connecting with family in a new way, as a result of some sort of ending too. So this also can have to do with, just deep spirituality, getting grounded, rooted, seeing the divine in everything, yourself reflected in everything, and vice versa. For the fourth final week, you have Waterfall, Effortless. You have Nautilus, the Ace of Shells. And you have Divine Sensuality, Making Love and Erotica from the Mermaid deck. So yeah, for some of you this could be a new emotional connection that may be sexual or may be sensual, romantic. But that's not necessarily the case for everybody. And if it is the case for you, though, it's apt to be somebody that you feel very comfortable with. You feel like, you're not having to put any effort in. It's just like effortless. Time probably passes quickly with them. There's just like maybe a divine connection, or there's like an easiness, an easygoingness to it, to the connection. For those of you that's not the case, or even maybe some of you have like different things going on here. It could be new beginnings, a new way of looking at something emotionally, or feeling a new way as a result of some sort of transformation and what's happened in the month up till now. But there's an easing of tension probably. There's like something's flowing really nicely. It's going really nicely. You're connected to your senses. Sensuality, divine sensuality, that's all of your senses. That's like smelling flowers. That's, feeling the breeze, or the sun on your body, and really feeling it and being mindful of it, and in the present moment, all of your senses, your hearing, all the way through. So that could be many different things, but it's really pretty. It looks really interesting. Let's look at the animal cards now. So we start with Magpie, the 7 of feathers. That would be 7 of swords in traditional tarot. And some of the themes with this card are impulsive, cunning, scheming, creative, inventive, discerning, and aware. And the underlying message is be alert to the art of deception in others or in yourself. I feel like you're clearing that through communicating with nature, through your communion with spirit. Being mindful in the present moment and open to receiving and giving. Okay, but that might not be the case for all of you. So, that's the way the cards look. Falcon, the Seeker of Feathers. Is that a sword card? No, that's fire. Okay. So, Seeker of Feathers. This is the Knight of Swords in traditional tarot, and qualities associated with this card are quick, piercing, direct, and accurate. Its underlying message, fly high and see clear, ride the wind of spirit. Yeah, you guys are gaining clarity about something, I think, right from the get-go, the beginning part of July, right in that first week. So, yeah, you're seeing clearly. You got the green man, the synergy. You got the homeland, arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled. So accuracy. That falcon card. Then we have the salamander, the 2 of branches. 2 of wands in traditional tarot, or rods. And themes with this card are choice, balance, power, instinct, and style. The underlying message is take a risk, choose what you really want. This is about choosing what you really want. This is going after it and being true to yourself, honoring yourself, your inner goddess, to receive that which you truly want, that which is sacred. And I also feel like for some of you, it's like that which you have worked for, built, maybe in other lifetimes, or throughout this lifetime, things that your family have helped with, things that like your DNA has built up to, right? And this could also, for some of you, be a partner of passion, okay? Looking at the 4th week too, or partner in action, I'd say a partner in crime, but somebody that you're doing something with, like you're getting out, you're being active with. Maybe it's somebody you're actually exercising with and being very active with, or maybe it's just somebody you're like dating, or like platonically dating, but you're doing something. And I do feel like for some of you it's dating. And then we have the Ace of Shells as your last animal card, so let's see what that is. That's the Ace of Cups. Themes are love, intuition, harmony, beauty, and balance. And the underlying message is trust your feelings, open your heart, and know that you are home. And then things go much more smoothly. So I feel like you're hearing the truth. You're hearing it from spirit. You're hearing it from within, from your own intuition. You're staying grounded. And that Aquarius reverse thing, it's like things are getting untangled. Whereas you felt like you needed answers, you didn't, or you were missing information, things like that. It's getting entangled. So then we have the fairy card, which is when fairies go bad. Let's see what that reads. Okay, its keyword is surrender. It says surrender. This is the key word for this card. When everything is going wrong and life is not making any sense, surrender. Hereon lies the message of Spirit's love. Just give it all up to the One. Ask for the perfect solution and relax and expect it to happen. Remember that Spirit's timing is perfect. Allow the universal God energy to work around you and through all avenues to bring about solution. Be open to the magical workings of Spirit in your life. No fairy is truly bad, and that goes for humans also. Recognize your divine self. Remember to allow any guilt, shame, anger, or fear of the present or past to drop away from you so that you walk free. There is no room in your life for guilt, shame, anger, or fear. You are always divinely forgiven and must forgive yourself in order to forgive others and to have peace. Look inside. What are you holding on to? Bless and release anything and everything that is not for your highest good. Thank it for the job it has done in your life and the lessons it has brought. Now release. Feel the pure crystalline light of divine love as it washes over your body. It releases from your aura all that is not of your highest good. It penetrates your cells with the light of healing and love. It surrounds your body with a protective barrier to assure that you are fully protected. It opens you to love and understanding. Everyone has a second chance, whether on this plane or another. You can choose to be forgiven and to forgive. You can choose to walk in grace, divine grace. God is not a punisher. It is we humans who punish ourselves. When we release this habit of punishing ourselves, we free up so much energy for constructive use. Move into this energy and use it from this day forward for the highest good of all. It says, wave a white flag today. And there's a little chant I'll read. It says, in the light of true knowledge, I now see my way free of the burdens that once bound me. I give gratitude and thanks to all that have taught me along my path. I give thanks for the state of grace in which I now choose to live, free and in peace. I accept this true grace into my heart and into my life, and I walk in the divine light. So be it. Alright, Sag, that pretty much wraps up your reading. I hope you enjoyed it and it was useful, beneficial for you. So if you're interested in getting other readings from me, let me know. Have a great month. Take care and be well. Bye-bye.